Okay, hey, I ran out of time, so here's the second video in my best of 2012, the top 12 in 2012. In my part 1 video, I told you all 40 books that I read. Now I'm going to tell you the top 12 books. So let's just start at the very first books that I read. And this is in no way in order. The only one that I can pick out that my top 2 for sure was Bloody Jack by L.A. Meyer and City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. Cassandra Clare writes a book, it's always going to be in the very top, no doubt in my mind. So, and this would probably be right with those, if not right under those. Allie Carter. I had a really, really good reading year. I think almost every book I gave 4 and 5 stars. There are a few downers, but most of them I gave high. Like, I really felt like this was a good reading year. But I'd say Out of Sight, Out of Time by Allie Carter was definitely in my top 12. So that's 1. War Horse was 2. I love that story. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. I love it. The Leviathan series, I read book 2 and 3 this year, so I'll count them as 1. So that's 3. Jessica Rules the Dark Side. I love that series. Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side was the first one. So that's 4. Let's see. 5 would be... in the Matched series, I read Crossed, book 2, and that is my 5th one. And Shatter Me would be 6th. Well, like I said, these aren't in order. This is just out of the 12, so that gives me 6. And City of Lost Souls, of course, gives me 7. This is like taking a long time to load. So that's 7. And then, let's see, 8 would be Underworld by Meg Cabot, which is book 2 in the Abandoned trilogy. So that's 8. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 4 more, right? Hands down, Bloody Jack by L.A. Meyer. So, let's see, that's 8, then 9, 10, 11, no, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 10, 11, and 12. So it would be, drum roll please, The Summer I Turned Pretty, which was amazingly different than I thought and really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad. I wanted to read a summer type book, and I'm so glad a lot of YouTubers were talking about it and recommended it, because I don't really like the cover, so I wouldn't have picked it up, but it was really good. And my 11th one would be, drum roll please, loading, come on baby, The Lux, number 11 by Anna Goberson. And the 12th, well, of course, I read a lot of Bloody Jacks, but like I said, I'm counting that as 1. I'm not, because I would wipe out half my 12, because I would pick those, because I love them, but those are 1. And my last, out of all 40 books, my last one that I would say is actually, where did it go? In the series, the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, book 1, Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I'm looking so forward to reading the second one, but haven't gotten it yet. So, and of course my phone's really going to slow down, but I know you guys have, I'm sure you guys have seen that cover, but real quick I'll just show it to you because I have it in my camera because I love the cover so much. So, I'll show you guys too what I did here. Yes, so that's my top 12 for 2012, and I want to show you guys what I did at the library. Well, I went to the movie to see Les Mis, and I found the poster, Disney's Great and Powerful Wizard of Oz. and that's The Wicked Witch. Isn't that a cool poster? I don't know if you guys saw that yet. But what I did at the library when I went, there's some series that I want to read, and I don't want to forget about them. So these are 2 books sitting on the library shelf, and I set them up there. I pulled them out, like, of the book where they were, set them on the shelf, and took a picture. Because that's book 1, and that's book 2. Love those covers. And then Angie said she read Bumped by Megan McCaffrey and really liked it. And I was surprised because she hadn't talked much about it this year, but she told me she really liked it, so I did the same thing. There's Bumped and Thumped. And I'm going to definitely read those this year. And then because I love the Bloody Jack series, they were out of order on the shelf. So, and I think they're missing book 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're missing 2 books. But I think it's book 2 and book 10 they're missing. But I put them in order, like what I could put in order. And I just took them because I love them. And then here's the Birthmarked series. Birthmarked, Prized, and Promised. So I set them, you can see here's the library shelf, like the top of a bookshelf that's lower. And I took those so I wouldn't forget them. And then I took the book Tilt, which is actually book 2 to this one. This is about 3 adult women. This is about their teenage kids. So I didn't want to forget about that. And then book 2, The Evolution of Mara Dyer. Mara Dyer, that's hard to say. So I wouldn't forget about that one. But, and with Mara Dyer, I like that book. I wasn't crazy about it. I did like it. It's not part of my top 12. But I did really like it, and I would recommend people to read it. But there were others that were a little bit better than that one. So I really overall had a great reading year. I hope you guys did, and I hope that it's another great reading year. My goal this year is only to read 24 books. I might up that, especially since I'm trying a new reading style. I'm going to try to read 3 or 4 books at one time, kind of like episodes of shows, so I can start doing that and get in more books. And then I thought I would listen to an audio maybe at work when I could, and then maybe in the car, so I get 2 audios in. So we'll see how that goes, but I hope you had a great reading year, and I'm looking forward to a really happy reading year this year. So, happy reading.